Oh no. Oh no. Hello. So, oh, I don't want to be racist. I don't want to be racist. I don't want to be. But man, is there a lot of evidence building up against me. I pretend to know a lot about psychology. And I signed society up for an aversion therapy that nobody signed up for. And without signing up for aversion therapy and consciously knowing that you're doing that, then what you're doing is just irritating people with their bothersome hot button issues. I was thinking about like me being a big thing in the future. This is what Love Helix has my ego going on. That someday somebody will find me saying one tweet, one tweet, one, and like it. And then I was thinking, what about Eenie Meenie Miny Mo? Catch an N-word by the toe. This is a children's song that they taught to people in the South. This is like something that they, catch an N-word. Just catch him by the toe, right? And then you string him up. Or you whip him. Or you put him back in his place. Like, I like to think that if I was alive during slavery, I'd be an abolitionist. And I'd stand up for black people. And I also like to think that we have 3 eras in America so far: slavery, Jim Crow, and mass incarceration. I like to think that because I have a role for myself then in a racial play that is complex and interesting and moral and ethical, and all sorts of meaning is coming from it. So I don't want to have made the mistake that I made of N-wording the N-word without permission. But that's kind of one of the things that has me going back to the court to change my name to F the drug war. It's kind of like you can't get permission in life from other people to do things societal. You can't. You can't get somebody's consent for a surprise sexual visit that starts with penetration. Maybe that's a terrible example because it paints the surprise artist as a raper. Maybe it's something else, like a surprise party. You can't get permission to throw a surprise party. Otherwise, it's just a party. And I threw surprise aversion therapy for people that speak English. And then I brought logic to the table where I would confront people with the contradictions that ensued. And I was ready for every argument, and I would just lay down the facts. The word's not going away. Semantics the only hope. Everybody's the same. It shouldn't be. It's unfair. There are more words against them than anyone else. I had all that ready so that anyone confronting me has no place to go but into my pocket. And nobody wants to go into somebody new's pocket that just came across them if they've had a tough life. Instead, there's suspicion and disruption and dislike and all these problems. I screwed up. And I am suspect if I ever try and aversion therapy the world into any new state. My only aversion therapy is numbers now, or NFT as a complete saying. Not just the N-word, but NFT, the whole chunk of it, and F the drug war. These things I'll aversion people to. But I'm not going to do what clearly looks like picking on black people as they try to live their lives from a place of great privilege. And I'm learning to look down on that behavior. So I can't expect your patience. And I do recognize that in the past, if we've had problems, you, me, and the rest of the world, a lot of that was my fault. That's legitimate. You need to get permission for aversion therapy unless you come with gifts, come with money. I'm going to pay everybody I interview and film in the future. I'll pay them because they're showing up on a YouTube channel. They don't want to give away their image for free. You know? Like, I made a lot of mistakes because I didn't have much money. I didn't have much perspective. I was young, I was new to the world, and I knew about Russell Lawrence Lee, and I knew what right and wrong were. And that's one of the most dangerous things for humanity. Young, naive, right, wrong believers have made the world a torture chamber for other humans. And I was one, and if I had been given a ton of power, I would have been spoiled. And I would have used it in ways that amused me. Or ways that I felt a duty to use it as. Anyway, just my point is I'm starting to wrestle with my past a little bit in a way that I think society, like Dr. Oz, if I went on his show, he would try and do this to me. It's nice of me to do it on my own so that I don't have to go through some kind of revelation with some kind of Dr. Oz-like character. Because I want to continue to have good experiences in my life. I've had enough bad ones. I'm ready for criticism. And I'm ready for criticism with Hanimal too. It means we're ready. You and me, viewer, we've done it all. We can do more now. Like, the doors are opening. Anyway, at least they're unlocking. Thank you. Goodbye.